guys, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout, and this is a photo of my great nephew that's really special to me, and I'll tell you the story behind it later. So I'm thinking I want to back that photo on that red paper, and that is the Bella Boulevard Oh My Stars 6x8 pad that also did come in a larger version as well too, that sometimes you'll see me use the 12x12 version. But I just like the way the red really popped the photo, and I'm trying to decide between these two pieces of paper here. I love the heart because this photo is pretty special, but I also love the colorfulness of the dot paper right next to it because of the different colored words on the onesie there. So I'm just trying to see if I can find anything in the Chamel Box of Crayons 6x8 pad. I love these 6x8 pads of Chamel's. I just got her Sparkle City one just because it's journaling, but it's also great for like backing photographs and lots of other really fun uses. So I decide that I really want to use the heart paper because this is such a special photograph there. So that heart paper is the Chamel Box of Crayons Outpouring paper. And I'm just looking to see if I could maybe grab some sort of piece here to journal on. But nothing was nothing was the right size. I also thought about maybe backing that photo again to a little bit more. So now I'm going through the ephemera, so the die cut pieces from the box of crayons, and I find that light bulb that says create, and that create is important to this story. So now I'm just kind of looking at what else I could maybe put on this page. And now I'm going through the box of crayons stickers here. They're in that sticker folder, which I really love. And just trying to see what pieces of anything I can see might be appropriate. And I find that little square that says "You're So Sweet" there. And I decide I'll use that with that create light bulb. And in this case, I'll back the light bulb on just a little bit of foam tape here just to give the layout a little bit of a different dimension here. Always adding those kinds of things into the layers. I did grab that create and share cut apart there, and that cut apart came from the Chamel Box of Crayons All the Things paper. That's the cut apart paper in this particular line. I'm going to play with that a little bit yet, and I have to cut off the bottom strip there. I do like to take those strips off before I get too far in the layout so that I have the actual balance of the layout in front of me. And then I decided I didn't have this quite straight, so I'm kind of playing with where I'm going to put this photograph. Realize if I bring it up that far, then the create and share piece will be too high up, and I am playing with perhaps putting a border strip on there. Okay, so now I'm back thinking about that border strip again, but this is one of those cases where I'm really glad I didn't do that. I think the hearts were like just too many, and they were also in an off-white color where everything else on this layout right now is yellow, white, so I think it just called way too much attention to itself. A lot of times when I go back and I look, I think, oh, I could have left that, but in this case I'm glad I got rid of it. So I just grabbed another create item there. That's the light bulb, and it says create, and then I found this colorful paintbrush, so I'm going to put that up in the cluster at the top. That gives me like 3 sort of main items in it, so your eye enjoys seeing odd numbers versus even numbers. If you did not know that, that's why the rule of 3 or 3 clusters is so big. You'll hear people talk about that, but your eye just likes odd numbers better than it likes even numbers. So that's what that's about. And you know, I instinctively do that when I design. I have an interior design background, even though I'm a massage therapist now, so that totally is just sort of ingrained in me. I think it was long before I went to school to become an interior designer. Alright, so I'm just playing around a little bit. I found a word sticker there that says create, and then also another little paintbrush there that I'm adding into that little cluster on the bottom, and those are all from the Box of Crayons sticker book. And now I just kind of narrowed the height of that create and share piece, and then I also thought about another word sticker there which says inspiration, and I'll add that in. Again, off the inspiration sticker from the box of crayons sticker book. And I'm just cutting a little bit so that it's not quite so long, because there's a lot of space left at the end of that. Alright, so kind of cleaning my area up. So now I'm going to go through the hashtag, the Shamela hashtag sticker book to see what I might be able to use. It goes really well with her collections just in general. And I find this banner journaling piece, and so I really like that. It brings the aqua from the top of the heart down into the bottom of the heart, so it just feels like the layout's a little bit more cohesive. I think that's part of what the Create and Share does as well, because it's pink. It's not the same pink as the, you know, the light bulbs there, but it's still pink. So I'm just going through the sticker book, and I find two of the alphas here, and I decide to make the title from the aqua one. And again, that's a hashtag sticker book. So I'm going to put these letters. I want to do this title as Spoiled by the Best. And I'm going to just write everything in a line, but it gets too long, and so I'll show you kind of what I do. But while I'm doing that, the importance of this picture is that the onesie says Spoiled by the Best, ... Aunt Kelly. And I actually didn't make it for my great nephew, who you're seeing in this picture. I made it for his daddy, my nephew. So that onesie is actually 25 years old. And my sister saved it all these years because she thought it would be fun to pass that on in case my nephew had any kids. So when she went out to see them the first time, she brought some really special things with her, and this that she had saved, and this was one of them. So I'm so excited to see my great nephew wearing this as well. It's really cute. I did also make one for his older brother that said, "If you think I'm cute, you should see my Aunt Kelly." So they both had one handmade by me. And it's just so awesome to see my great nephew wearing this piece, this little onesie piece here. So that's why this is so important, and that's why the Create theme here is that I've used the Create theme throughout the layout, because I did actually create these. And guys, these were done long before Pinterest, where you got to see these ideas shared. I don't even remember like how or why I saw the Spoiled by the Best. I think was kind of my own idea. I know I got the "If you think I'm cute." I think I saw a t-shirt somewhere that said that. Alright, so I'm just getting these letters down here. And again, I like bringing the aqua a little bit lower on the page as well. And I'll actually have aqua in all of the clusters plus the title, so it kind of leads your eye around the page. Alright, so I have that done. Just going back through the sticker book again to see if there's anything else I might use. I think there's too much space above the banner piece. Also thinking about maybe using something up there. There's too much space above the banner there, so even though the story's not incredibly long, I think it might need something else. But the banner, or the tag that journaling tag, was just not quite the right shape. I go back through my little banners here and find another one, again in aqua. Alright, so I want to add a little bit of dimension and a little bit more color scattered throughout the layout here, so I'm going to add some yellow and some green enamel hearts, and these are also from the Shamela box of crayons collections. It is the enamel dots piece from that collection. So I'm really loving how this turned out, how it's a story for his book, because this will go in his book, but it's also a little bit of family history as well, which I think it'll be cool for him to see this in years to come. And how neat that my sister saved that onesie so that it could be passed on to her first grandchild or just her grandchild, but he happens to be her first grandchild. So pretty cool. All right, guys, so just going to do a little cleanup, and then here is the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.